There is no end to the thrilling tales that we can surround ourselves with when it comes to horror stories. However, sometimes the characters or storylines of these horrific tales are not the most frightening parts. Instead, places can also be absolutely terrifying, filling visitors with shivers. Now, as you know, daredevils, I, Mr. Night Terror, enjoy nothing more than bringing you spine-chilling tales and experiences. And so, let's take a virtual tour of the creepiest places on Earth. Now, deep in the heart of Pennsylvania lies a small town, the town of Centralia. This town used to be quaint, but that changed overnight in 1962, when it was suddenly evacuated. The reason for this abrupt evacuation was underground fires. These fires are known as the Centralia mine fires, and they are still burning to this day, resulting in only the brave living amongst the dangerous fumes. Now, if a wall of bones is your idea of a nightmare, then never visit the Heidelberg Ossuary. This Roman Catholic temple has been decorated with the bones of at least 40,000 people. Although these artistically splendid decorations brings a uniqueness to the ossuary, you can't help but feel uneasy when walking through the ossuary. I suppose you're taking a walk and enjoying Philippines' fresh air, the beautiful scenery, but something makes you stop in your tracks. Now you think to yourself, surely that can't be what I think they are. However, upon closer inspection, you realize that your fears were justified. The hanging coffins of Sagada feature one of the few cliffside burial grounds on Earth. An ancient funeral custom in the Philippines involved entombing the deceased in coffins that were attached to caves, cliffs, or rocks. Now, since the Sagada people have done this practice for more than 2,000 years, experts estimated that some of the coffins found in Sagada are more than a century in age. A place with the name Door to Hell doesn't sound very welcoming, and rightly so, because this natural gas phenomenon has been burning since 1971. Bizarrely, in an effort to decrease the potential spreading of methane gas, geologists set it on fire in the past. However, the door to hell continues to burn to this day. Now, if you always feel like someone's watching you, avoid visiting the village of Nagaro in Japan. As you walk through the streets of Nagaro, you might feel the eyes of 350 observers following you through the road. The streets of Nagaro are filled with life-size dolls that were placed after a number of residents began to shrink. Now, artist Ayano Tsukumi added 350 toy citizens to make the village feel more alive. Now, I don't know about you, but I am getting some serious Chucky vibes right now. Now, whether or not you are good with heights, you might want to avoid Bolivia's Death Road at all costs. This 12-foot wide road leads locals between Guroico and Las Paz at 2,000 feet. Incredibly, this is a two-way street, so if you ever find yourself on Death Road, you'd better hope that there are no oncoming traffic. Now, most people think of great wine and pizza when they hear the word Italy. Catacombs are not quite as appetizing. However, in Palermo, Burial crypts of 8,000 mummies can be seen when visiting the Capuchin Catacombs of Palermo. Visitors test their bravery as they walk through the walls that are lined with mummies and human remains. Stephen King fans might not know that the author's best-selling novel, The Shining, was inspired by a real American treasure. A terrifying treasure, that is. The Stanley Hotel in Colorado offers 142 rooms. Nothing creepy about that, right? The hotel has a long history of paranormal activity. Visitors tend to claim to hear children's laughter, seeing lights flicker on and off, hearing doors slamming shut, and witness shadows in the hallways. They also feel chills as they descend the grand staircase. The Stanley Hotel is clearly the kind of place where a "Do Not Disturb" sign carries no value. Nothing says creep factor quite like nuclear accidents, and that is why Chernobyl in Kiev is absolutely frightening. After a devastating nuclear accident which happened on April 27, 1986, the faculty was evacuating. However, the abandoned structures keep the creep level and radiation level high in Chernobyl. The name Suicide Forest doesn't fill anyone with warmth, and that is why Aokigahara in Japan is one of the world's creepiest places. The Aokigahara is very well known for its dense woods. Interestingly, after a book was written and a movie was made about this forest, it became the area with the highest suicide rates in Japan. Each year, between 50 to 100 people choose to end their lives in this iconic forest. Now, is it just me, or is there something about these woods? Anyone who has seen Annabelle will agree that sometimes dolls are just damn creepy. Now imagine an island full of blood-curdling dolls. The island of the dolls in Mexico City fills visitors with chills because of the hanging dolls that are all around the island. There are thousands of disturbing dolls strung amongst the trees. Some might suggest that it was done to ward off any terrifying spirits. But let's face it, the dolls themselves are frightening. Do these creepy places awaken your wanderlust, or make you feel like you might never leave your house again? So embrace the shivers, daredevils, and join me again next time as we delve deep into the horrors of the Stanley Hotel. Till we meet again, may your days be filled with shivers.